Up, an early morning shooting. What we know about this scene on the west side, plus the questions we have for Buffalo investigators now. Then another victim shares his story. We sit down with a man who says he was abused by a Catholic priest. What prompted him to come forward after more than 4 decades of silence? And under arrest. Hear from the Buffalo police as they detail what happened when a bomb threat was made at a local high school and how one student helped them catch the person they say is responsible. Weekend Wake Up starts right here, right now.
Live in high definition, this is Western New York's news leader. Now, News 4's Weekend Wake Up.
Good morning, I'm Katie Alexander. Today is Saturday, June 2nd, and we have 2 straight hours packed with news this morning. We start with a live look over downtown Buffalo. You can see already shaping up to be a pretty nice looking day out there. Hopefully it will continue to cooperate for everyone's weekend plans. The woman with the answers, of course, is Kaylee Wendt. Kaylee?
Yeah, we've got a little bit of cloud cover out.
Thank you. We are following breaking overnight news from Buffalo's west side. Just before 1:30 this morning, Buffalo police were called to the intersection of Albany and Herkimer for a reported shooting. This is what the scene looked like when our News 4 photographer arrived. You can see detectives and police officers searching the scene, a large area sectioned off with police tape. At this point, details remain limited, but we have reached out to Buffalo police. We'll bring you any updates both on air and online as we learn more. We're continuing to follow allegations of abuse at Buffalo's largest university. The head of UB's financial aid department is accused of bullying and harassing employees for years. The United University Professionals Union sent a complaint about the director of financial aid, John Goddard, on behalf of 10 UB employees. The complaint includes allegations of harassment, bullying, and intimidation by Goddard, along with fear of retaliation. A UB spokesperson told us they are aware of the complaint, but could not comment further on the allegations.
More than half of my life, I've held this secret.
When John Vino first saw another man speak out about allegedly being abused by a Buffalo priest, Vino says he broke down. He says he knew then that after 43 years, he had to tell the truth. News 4's Shannon Smith spoke with him about his story and the secret he's held for so long.
Literally, I sat
Shannon Smith, News 4.
The assistant general manager of the NHL's Ottawa Senators has been accused of harassing a Buffalo bus driver. The Erie County DA says Lee harassed the 19-year-old male driver of a shuttle bus. Lee was going from 716 Food and Sport Restaurant to the Westin Hotel on Wednesday night. He's accused of touching and rubbing the driver's shoulders, making vulgar comments, and grabbing himself.
The driver was obviously very shaken by this. He immediately went into the Westin Hotel. When he got there, went up to the head of security and told security what had happened. Security then notified the Buffalo Police Department.
Randy Lee is charged with harassment. He is a Canadian citizen and had to hand over his passport. Prosecutors say they hope to have the case wrapped up on Monday. Buffalo police have arrested a 17-year-old after threats were made at a Buffalo high school. Police say the teen was a student at Hutch Tech and made threats against the school using another student's Facebook page. Police worked with the student whose account was hacked into to find out who was responsible.
He immediately stated to us that he was not responsible for this. He provided us with all the necessary information to prove that it was not him. And working with him, we were able to determine the true source of these threats that were being posted on a Facebook page.
Hutch Tech was placed on lockdown Friday morning, but police say students were never in any danger. The teen is charged with making terroristic threats. It was a bit of a bittersweet night at one of Buffalo's biggest fundraisers. The Red Cross of Western New York held its 20th Buffalo Bash at its headquarters on Delaware Avenue. Former MASH star Loretta Swit was the special guest Friday night, and people dressed up in military-themed outfits. But the Red Cross is also closing a chapter with this celebration. This is the final year of this popular event.
We're proud to have put on an event that's lasted for 20 years. It's become kind of so iconic here in Western New York that people really look forward to it. But as you can see behind me, it is a huge undertaking to have these 3 enormous tents that cover our entire parking lot. To put a party like this on takes a ton of effort.
The money raised goes to support Red Cross services in Western New York. Straight ahead, we can do it. Break a world record, that is. The attempt to bring the most Rosie the Riveters together happening in Buffalo this morning. Plus, cycling to send kids to camp, the special cause bicyclists are supporting at the Tour de Cure today.